Good morning and welcome to a full day of eating and training. I didn't have the healthiest weekend. I didn't work out at all. I had a pizza. We went to an all-you-can-eat Asian restaurant and I had a little bit of Doritos, Cheetos, chocolate. It was not good, okay? If you ever have a few days, a weekend, or even Christmas where you are not eating your best, there is no need to starve yourself afterwards, okay? All we want to make sure is that we're eating healthy, nutritious meals, and we also don't have to overdo it in the gym and go there for hours and hours. All we want to do is we just want to make sure that we get back on track. I wouldn't weigh myself after Christmas or after a weekend where I know I had a lot of food, because the chances that the scale is showing that you gained weight are very high. Has to do with water weight and stuff like that, but you didn't actually gain weight. I just wait a couple of days, maybe even a week, and then I weigh myself. Back to eating healthy. Let's make breakfast together. For breakfast, I want to make my good old trusty oats. You can never go wrong with oats, okay? They are so delicious if you know how to make them, and they're super filling and healthy. And if you want them to be higher in protein, which I'm gonna do today actually, is you just take a little bit of protein powder. If you don't want to use protein powder, what I usually do is I just use a little bit of cinnamon. If you want, you can make your oats with milk, but I prefer keeping it simple and just making them with some water. And then I just pop them in the microwave for 2 minutes. That's also something that I like about the oats. It is so quick. If you want to add protein powder into your oats, very important is to let them cool down for a little bit, because otherwise it's going to be super clumpy and disgusting. I didn't want to believe this the first time, and oh my gosh. If I work out first thing in the morning, I love having just a banana because it gives you energy for your workout, you know, good carbs, and we want that for our workout. This I'm gonna put to the side because my dog always requires at least one piece of banana. I think I'm gonna do half a scoop-ish. If anyone is curious, this is the cinnamon cereal flavor from ESN. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. It smells exactly like my smoothie. I'm gonna add a little bit of my trusty and loved Biscoff spread. Doesn't have the best nutritional value, okay? So this is a lot of sugar. It is very processed. If you want a healthier alternative, please use peanut butter or any nut butter, especially now in the month of December and Christmas. Oh my gosh, I just want to eat this all the time. For a thumbnail purpose and for making it more aesthetic, I have these little stars that are in Christmas colors, and I'm gonna put it a little bit on top. You don't have to do that. It just adds sugar that we actually don't need in the morning for our breakfast. Oh, this looks pretty. Please don't melt until I make my photo. And now a small pinch of cinnamon to not ruin it. I hope it doesn't ruin it completely. I just want it to be slightly, oh yeah, powder. Oh yes, perfect. Okay, we need to stop. Gonna have my oats. Gonna do a little bit of editing because I cannot train right after my oats, okay? I'm way too full. I'm gonna have to edit a little bit and then we hit the gym. They look so good. I feel like the camera doesn't do it justice because my camera is very old and it doesn't really pick it up. But doesn't it look Christmassy and festive? Oh my god, yeah! Sun is beaming. Don't judge me, I'm eating on my couch. They taste so good. Oh my gosh. If you see any mess in the background, please ignore that. I got ready for the gym. I made myself a high ponytail. And please, for the love of everything, how do you get this here straight and not super, I don't know, you cannot see it on the video, but it's always such a mess. And I'm like, how do you do that in a very sleek way? Because I don't get it. To make this sleek and make it super high, like it never works for me. We're starting a workout off today with hip thrusts to get them out of the way. If you watched my early morning leg day video, you will have noticed that I took a bench the last time and I convinced myself that the bench was not too high. In fact, the bench was too high. I really regretted it afterwards. So today I got myself this box. I'm gonna do one warm-up set and then increase the weight. So let's start. That was surprisingly good. I feel like I could feel my glutes so much better. Added a little bit more weight. Let's do another set. If I do a warm-up set, sometimes I count it, sometimes I don't. But I feel like today we're counting it. So we have one warm-up set and two working sets. That should be fine. Since we're already in the hip thrust setup, we're gonna do B stance hip thrusts. For the B stance hip thrust, we only have one working leg. The working leg is flat on the floor and the other leg, we're on our heels. And this leg is only for assistance. On the first leg, I'm always like, oh my gosh, the weight is so easy, I can take more on the next set. And then I do the second leg and I'm like, okay, never mind. You're gonna feel the assistance leg a little bit, so don't be worried about that. But what I like to do is I really focus on my working leg. So you need a lot of mind to muscle connection. Next we're doing dumbbell RDLs. I use my lifting straps, no shame in using lifting straps. If you feel like all you can focus on is holding the dumbbells or holding the barbell and not focus on the movement or the muscle that you want to work, in this case your glutes, lifting straps. All you want to do is you want to push back with your hips until you can feel the stretch, which for me is about here. Not go too far down because then I can always feel my lower back taking over. Squeeze your glutes and going back up again, pushing through your heels. Holding the dumbbells very close to my legs, making sure that my core is engaged. Next we're doing Bulgarian split squats, which is one of my all-time favorite exercises, single leg exercises for the glutes. Favorite because it burns, not really favorite because I like doing it. I don't know who really likes to do Bulgarian split squats. I think it's one of the worst exercises, right? I'm doing them today with dumbbells and with a bench. I also like to do them with the Smith machine. But it is taking like most of the time. You can take two dumbbells or you can only take one dumbbell if you feel like you have more balance by only taking one. But I think for me it's a little bit easier if I have two because I have very weak wrists and I don't like holding a very heavy dumbbell just with one hand. We're doing only 2 sets, 8 reps because we already did a lot, okay? We don't need 3 sets of Bulgarian split squats right now. I know there is this trick where you sit on the bench and then kind of like step forward, but all I do is take a big step forward and then put my leg on the bench. I have a slight tilt forward, like not too much tilted, but I'm also not up straight. To make this a little bit more glute focused, going down until you can feel the stretch and then pushing up only with the working leg, which is not the leg on the bench. The leg on the bench is only for assistance. Don't lock the knee out at the top, always keeping the tension. Okay, let's do this. One more set, taking heavy weight, pushing ourselves. I'm afraid these might be too heavy, but let's try. They were, in fact, a little bit too heavy. I only did 6 reps, but we challenged ourselves. For the last exercise, I'm gonna do glute focused hyperextensions. I love doing this as my last exercise because it really burns the glutes and the hamstrings, and I love finishing my leg day with one exercise that is very glute focused. I'm not gonna use a lot of weight because I don't think I will be able to do a lot of weight, and I feel like when I use more, I don't do the movement correct, you know? I feel like when I take less is more. Sometimes less is more. When I take less, I can feel my hamstrings and my glutes even more. I'm not sure if we're going to do 2 or 3 sets. I usually see how I'm feeling. If the second set is already super hard, I'm not gonna do a third one. Okay, 2 sets it is. My hamstrings feel like they're falling off. Time for some lunch. And what I'm gonna make today is a sandwich. Sometimes, you know, you're busy and you want something that is very quick. And I love a good sandwich for that because you don't have to prepare anything, you don't have to cook anything, you just put it all together and you have an amazing lunch. And since we're in the month of December, I thought we're gonna make this a little bit more festive and we're gonna make a turkey cranberry sandwich because what is better than cranberry sauce, right? I think it's one of the best things ever. I personally think cranberry sauce fits with almost everything, right? Like Nutella. I have this high protein toast, which I got from Aldi. This has 6.5 grams of protein for 1 slice, which is actually insane. I'm gonna make 1 sandwich and then see if I need a second one. They don't have the bigger slices, like the sandwich slices. They only have the small ones. And I feel like 2 sandwiches are gonna be too much and 1 is not gonna be enough. I usually like to toast my sandwiches, but honestly, I'm craving an untoasted sandwich today. I mean, look at how tiny these slices are. I'm gonna put on a little bit of mayo as my base. 1 slice mayo, 1 cranberry sauce. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to eat this. I'm so hungry. I have turkey ham. You can also buy chicken ham or any ham that you like. Bowie heard that I was opening a package of ham. I don't like it when there's too much ham in my sandwich, to be honest, so I think I'm gonna leave it like that. I have iceberg lettuce for a little bit of a crunch. Honestly, I wanted to go for baby spinach, but I forgot to change the iceberg lettuce for baby spinach, so. And I have a cucumber, so I'm also gonna cut 2 slices or more. Put it on top. Oh my gosh. Should I cut it in half? I feel like if I eat it like this, you cannot even see it. I'm always having Coke Zero with my lunch. I used to have it for dinner, but it has too much caffeine for me, okay? I cannot have this in the evening, otherwise I cannot sleep. And I usually get sweet cravings after my lunch, and I don't have that if I have my Coke Zero. Let's taste the sandwich. The cranberry sauce. It's a cranberry sauce. Oh my gosh. Tastes like Christmas. Christmas sandwich. Okay, I made myself a little snack because otherwise I'm not gonna get through until dinner. I made myself a peanut butter and jam toast with a bunch of clementines and a peppermint tea. Time to make dinner, and I'm gonna keep it very simple today because I am lazy and I am tired and I'm hungry. We're gonna make salmon with sweet potatoes and Brussels sprouts. I love having salmon. I don't have it every day because, you know, salmon is very expensive, but I like to have it occasionally. Please don't judge the sweet potatoes. I don't know why they look the way they look, okay? I just bought them and they look like I've had them for a month or something. So I don't know what happened. Dinner is ready and served. It looks very simple and basic, but honestly, if I have the salmon, I don't mind. I'm not someone who likes to eat rice with chicken because it is too plain, it is too boring. But with the salmon, what can I say? I really love a salmon. I'm probably gonna have a little bit of ketchup to dip. Sometimes you need to have a simple dinner, okay? Sometimes all you need is salmon with potatoes and veggies, so For my last meal of the day, I'm having Greek yogurt with blueberries. Sometimes I like to add other things like my lotus spread or lotus biscuit or nuts, whatever I am craving that day. I don't have a healthy dessert every day, okay? Especially on the weekend, I like to have, popcorn and stuff like that. I hope you enjoyed the full day of eating and training. Please subscribe if you want to see more fitness content and give the video a like if you enjoyed it. And other than that, thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!